Welcome to another episode of Expand into Possibility, my loves. Are you ready to be loved like a queen? To become priority in his life? To be aligned with love? Are you ready? Because I am about to invite you to my free and live upcoming relationship masterclass on April 8th. Where we're going to dive into the energetic ingredients of a healthy and fulfilling relationship. One that you actually receive the love that you deserve, the attention that you're seen, that you feel desired, that you feel prioritized. Are you ready? Go check the link on the page and sign up, register. It's free, it's live, and it will change your life. We were sold so many lies about what to expect from a relationship and what a healthy relationship should look like. I was asked the other day by a student, how do we know when the relationship has run its course? How do we know when to stop giving second chances? And of course, if it's in a session, I would look intuitively their levels of compatibility, the soul path, if they're still in alignment, to share their journey together. But a quick way that you can tell if you're not an intuitive is how much is that person being a trigger in your life? Because this is a big misconception. We think that a healthy relationship means harmony all the time, when in reality, the perfect person is the one who is shining a light on the wounds that we are ready to heal. Because the sole purpose of relationships is not to make us happy. And a lot of people go into relationships expecting to be loved unconditionally. But they are not expecting to be revealed their deepest wounds, their deepest fears, the deeper layers in themselves where they haven't yet learned to love and accept. And if we go into a relationship expecting only love and light and think that our shadows and our fears are not going to be brought to light, we are going to be heavily disappointed, and we are going to call that person toxic, perceive them as toxic, walk out, and only meet someone else in a different body doing the same thing. Because we cannot run away from ourselves. We cannot fake energy. When we go into a relationship, there is a sole purpose for a relationship, and it's not to make us happy like we were told. Earth is a big school. We come here to learn lessons. We come here to evolve. So everyone that we meet is a mirror, a teacher, an expander in our lives. And when they're mirroring aspects of ourselves that we don't like, we are going to be mad. We are going to be very, very upset. So a healthy relationship, my loves, is not one where we are receiving only the beautiful things. A healthy relationship is the one where we can see our partner as our mirror and deal with the things that are awakening along the way. And some people also think that when they're experiencing a lot of conflict in a relationship, it means that they're not healed enough. They need to do more healing before they enter a relationship. But this is not about being fully healed. In fact, I don't think we ever truly become fully healed. Like, is that even possible? As there's always layers for us to evolve. So the goal is not to get rid of all the triggers so that you are 100% in the vibration of Christ energy and you don't experience any reflections, but it's to meet you where you're at and not take things personally when you are receiving those gifts, the triggers in the relationship. But what happens is, if we don't identify those things as the gift that they are, we are not going to be able to be happy in a relationship, because happiness will come from our perspective over it, not from everything that is unfolding, as a lot of times we are going to receive a reflection of an aspect of ourselves that we haven't yet learn to love. But Julie, does that mean I am not ever going to receive the love that I expect? Of course you are, but there are energetic ingredients that you need to integrate for you to be in alignment with love. So there's this huge lie of what to expect from a relationship and the misunderstanding that a relationship is meant to make you happy, and a lot of people not taking full responsibility of what they're attracting and thinking that if they are in conflict, it means they are in a toxic relationship, that the relationship isn't working, when in reality, the conflict actually means they are being the biggest mirror for each other, and that person is reflecting something back to you that is a very deep wound that the universe is showing through that person, that it's there. And that you get to heal, and that you get to free yourself from that. And it's something that you wouldn't know if that person wasn't showing you through a reflection. So expecting the relationship to make you happy without shining a light on these wounds, you will always be frustrated. You will always be disappointed in relationships. So taking full responsibility is key for us to be in a healthy and fulfilling relationship, and changing the perspective of what a healthy relationship is. So that's like the lie number one that will keep people either unhappy, frustrated in relationships, or walking out of potentially beautiful relationships just with this understanding of what a relationship is actually there to do for you. Another huge lie that will keep you isolated and away from your family is the belief that all the things that you experienced through your family, the wounds, the limiting beliefs, or the lack of communication, the lack of connection, all you have to do about it is walk away, right? Oh, my family is toxic. They don't understand me. They don't accept me. We can't have a conversation. And then just completely shutting them off and considering yourself, oh, I'm a high frequency. I want to be surrounded by people who are in the love and light vibe. I don't want this criticism in my life. And I see a lot of people isolating themselves that way, not being able to relate to their families, to participate in the holidays and social events, because they are feeling so disconnected from their family. And it's because of this huge lie that you're supposed to be in the love and light all the time, when in reality, we chose our family, we chose our parents, and they are there for a reason. All these dynamics are there for a reason. And if we can't see the gift in those hard, challenging dynamics, if we can't see how that's reflecting something to us, that is providing something that we could only get by going through those dynamics, lessons that we came here to master, self-worth lessons, forgiveness lessons, patience lessons, seeing ourselves in the other person, having compassion. Like, we couldn't nail these soul lessons if it weren't for situations that were challenging. And if we continue to see people as, oh, every time they disagree with me, or I don't feel seen, I don't feel heard, I'm just going to walk away and isolate myself, then we continue to isolate ourselves. And then it's like, what is the point of even being here if not to experience life? The goal of spirituality, of awakening to this higher realm, that there's more to it, is not for you to isolate yourself and disconnect from the human experience, but it's for you to immerse yourself in the human experience and see everyone as a mirror, as a teacher, as an opportunity for you to evolve in your soul, in your heart, because that is truly the purpose of it. Like I said, we chose the situations that we were going to be born into, and all the things that we experienced with our family, even the traumas. And I know this one is hard to hear. Even the situations that completely changed us or shaped us, those things were chosen by our higher selves before we even came here for a higher purpose. The journey on earth is also not to make us happy. Now, don't get me wrong, we get to be happy. We get to receive love and be seen and be understood and experience all of that. But it's an energetic game. We cannot get anything externally. We need to give those things to ourselves first. We need to see when someone is reflecting something we don't like, where, in which area of our life that is present. Where is that present in ourselves? Where are we doing that to ourselves already? Why did I resonate with what they told me that it triggered me? Where do I believe those things to be true about myself? All things that we experience are leading us to healing, to loving and accepting ourselves deeper. But because of the lies we were told about what does it mean to have a healthy family, what does it mean to have a beautiful relationship, we were sold so many lies, and these false perspectives are keeping people isolated and walking away of potentially amazing divine unions because they aren't connecting with the part of themselves that actually get to align with love and experience what they want. But first we need to see where the energetic ingredients that get us in alignment are missing. We need to see that, and this is what we're going to cover in the Aligned with Love masterclass. How to be loved like a queen, how to receive respect, be seen and valued by your friends, by your family, be able to have beautiful relationships. Another big relationship lie out there is the you deserve better, self-love, false perspective. Because of course you deserve better. Of course you deserve all the love. But if you are in a situation where you are not liking what you're receiving, it's not the universe punishing you because some people deserve love and you didn't deserve love, and now their only job is to know that you deserve better. Well, of course you deserve better, but until we know how we get the better that we deserve, we are going to be stuck in that pattern. So that friend telling you, oh, just walk out because you deserve better, and not giving you the intuitive guidance of the root cause of why you're attracting that in the first place, then it's not going to solve your problem. Then walking away is not going to solve your problem. You deserve better, yes, but you need to know how to receive the better that you want, how to receive the love that you want. For example, I was single for 4 years before being in my current relationship. And this time, my heart was closed, and every opportunity that was presented to me was like, oh no, I deserve better. Oh no, emotionally unavailable. Oh no, he's too feminine. Oh no, not on the same journey. I had so many judgments and this false perspective of, oh, I know what I deserve, and until I see that, it's a no for everyone. Until I started taking full responsibility by everything that I was seeing, because this whole time, every single person was bringing me a gift of showing me where my heart was closed. When I was meeting someone that was emotionally unavailable, the purpose of that dynamic wasn't just for me to go, oh, I deserve better, bye. No, the universe aligned me with that person that was emotionally unavailable, because that person in that time was a perfect reflection of where I was emotionally unavailable, but I wasn't seeing me in that person. I wasn't seeing myself in that person. I was just seeing, oh, I deserve better. So if I am meeting someone that I am considering, oh, they're not in their power, they are too feminine, they are emotionally unavailable, they're not committing to me, they're this, they're that, and I am going to this place of I deserve better, I am shutting myself off from the lesson that this dynamic was meant to deliver. The exact lesson that I need to master for me to align with the love that I wanted. But at the time, I didn't see it that way. So I kept just closing every door because I was with this mindset of I deserve better. I need to focus on my career. This is not it. Like I don't want to deal with that. If it's not what I deserve, then I don't want it. But I wasn't seeing where those things were exactly what I needed to see in myself. And I see a lot of powerful women right now with their hearts closed because when they go meet someone, they're not in their power. They are not on the same journey. They are not emotionally available, but they're not seeing how that's a reflection for them as well, where they are being those things in a certain area of their life. Because of course you can be a powerhouse in so many areas, but if there's a place, there's an area of your life where you are not seeing your value, that you are not standing in your truth, that you are not living in authenticity, that relationship or the dynamic, the person that you meet will reflect that to you, not as a punishment, not because you don't deserve any better, but because that is exactly what you need to see about yourself so that you can go in that area of your life and heal that and expand from it and start working on the pieces in yourself that need to be in alignment with the fullness of who you are, just so that you can live a relationship that reflects the fullness of who you are. And it's not that we need to be fully healed, that we need to have all those pieces integrated before entering a relationship, but this perspective is key. If we don't have the awareness of what the law of reflection is, what is our creator field, and how that is actually handing out a script that is determining how people interact with you, if we don't have this knowledge, this perspective, it will be very difficult to be happy in a relationship. And when we do have this knowledge, then we can play with some energetic ingredients that will make us in alignment to receive love. And that way we are no longer closing our hearts, walking away, thinking we deserve better, and isolating ourselves from everything and everyone so that we can be happy, but we can actually be happy in every situation, because we'll know, one, nothing is personal, and two, there's a gift in every dynamic that we experience. But until we see it that way, we're going to continue to experience frustration. So it's time, my loves, it's time that we learn what makes us aligned with the love that we want to experience, what makes us in alignment to live what is in our manifestation vision board, and stop running away from ourselves, running away from when things get difficult, from when things get chaotic and conflicting, and understand that every person is a gift, and they bring a huge expansion if we can see them through those new lenses. Another big lie that I see, and this one is mostly people telling themselves, is, oh, it's not meant to be. If it's not happening, it's not meant to be. So you see beautiful, powerful souls single for a long time because they've been telling themselves, oh, it's not meant to be. If it is, then it will just happen naturally. Lie. Trust me, the universe wants you to be in a relationship. You have free will, you get to choose, but the universe, God, source, they want you to be in a relationship, and I'll tell you why. We grow the most in relationships, and the number one purpose of why we're here on earth is to grow and evolve. So the universe wants you to be in a relationship. It's in a relationship that we get our reflections louder for the things that we need to heal. So the entire universe is supporting you to be in a relationship. Of course, we have free will, and the universe cannot go against our free will. And if we're holding limiting beliefs of, oh, maybe this is just not meant for me, then we end up pushing that away. Or if we have a belief of it's not safe to be in a relationship, if someone comes too close, they're going to reject me, or If I'm in a relationship, it's going to distract me from my purpose. So a lot of powerful, independent women are shutting off from being in a relationship because they think it's going to get in the way of their purpose, or it's going to make them lose balance, lose control, because they haven't learned to get in touch with the wild, crazy part of themselves and embrace the chaos and love the crazy as well, and love the emotions and become complete with those sides of ourselves. So if we are holding those limiting beliefs that it's not safe to be in a relationship, we're going to push that away, and it has nothing to do with what is in the cards for you. The universe supports you to be in a relationship, and it's only the limiting beliefs that are keeping relationships away if you've been wanting to experience and that's not happening for you. And some people think also, oh, if it's meant for me, then it will happen naturally. But it can't happen naturally if you're holding those beliefs. If you're not truly open, if your heart is closed, if you're not emotionally available, then it will not happen. Even if you consciously want, even if you consciously actively go after it and try to date and try to be in relationships, you are not going to meet someone who is going to commit to you if you don't feel being in a relationship is safe. If you are emotionally unavailable, meaning not feeling safe, not feeling that you can be in a relationship and it will be the best thing ever for you, if it's coming from a place of, oh, I need to try, but your subconscious is like, it's not safe, then you're going to attract people that are not going to give you what you want. So my loves, it's time that we start facing the things about ourselves that are keeping us with our hearts closed, that are keeping us out of alignment with what we want, and get aligned with love, aligned with living a relationship that is actually going to bring fulfillment. But if we keep blaming the other person or closing our heart because we're not seeing what we want yet, then we end up isolating ourselves, and that's not the purpose of this, okay? Relationships are beautiful, and it's time that we start to see it that way and learn the energetic ingredients of what will put in our creator field a script that will tell other people how we should be treated, that will say that we are loved like a queen and we deserve to be loved like a queen, and everyone that steps into our field starts responding to that script, because that is the new normal for us. This is possible. This is what we deserve, and we are the only ones that can give ourselves that. So if you are ready to be loved like a queen, to become priority in his life, to actually receive the love that you so much give in relationships, then come to my relationship masterclass on April 8th. It's free, it's live, and you are going to receive a special exclusive opportunity for something that I have coming that I can't wait to share. Like, you don't want to miss this event. Another false belief about relationship, and this one is also a big difference between a long-lasting, happy relationship and separation. And it's the belief that you need to give, and do your best and be the best possible person for your partner. And that is what's going to give you their love and their attention, their commitment. And then when you don't receive those things, then you're frustrated, you're unhappy, unfulfilled, and you walk away. It is not what we give to them that we receive back. And I know this is a big misconception out there, because we understand energy, we give what we receive, but by the law of reflection, it is not what we give to them, my loves. It is what we give to ourselves. So if you're in a relationship and you're giving, and you don't know what else to do, you're like, Julie, but I'm doing everything that I can. I am being perfect at home, like I'm doing everything and I'm still not receiving his love, his attention. Well, what are you doing to yourself, for yourself? It's not what we give to them that we are going to receive back. It is what we give to ourselves. The first person that we need to tend to is ourselves. The first cup we need to fill is ours. If you're giving, people pleasing to the hardest of your capabilities and you're still not receiving their love, their commitment, their attention, this is what it is. It's just a false belief that the more we give them, that we should receive. No, it is what we give to ourselves that we're going to receive in relationship, because that partner is a mirror. The partner is a mirror, not a bounce ball. It's a mirror. So if you need that mirror to smile back at you, you need to smile first, right? You can't force the person to smile. Like you can't force the mirror to smile if you're not smiling first. And if you're thinking, oh, but it's unfair because they are also critical of themselves, but they are receiving all the love from me. Like, why they get to be out of alignment and receive my love, and I am over here getting their criticism, right? But trust me, we cannot fake energy and we cannot run away from our reflections. The part of you that is giving that love, that is allowing that person receive the love, is the part of themselves that is proud of themselves, that is loving to themselves in some area of their life. But if they are critical, they are going to receive their criticism too from another area. So maybe they are receiving love from you at home, but at work they are receiving criticism from their boss, from their co-workers. Maybe someone in their family is playing that role. Maybe it's their son, someone in their life. Maybe it's people on the street, like random people in traffic that are always being rude to them and they don't know why. Like, we always receive what we are giving to ourselves. But if you have a partner that you are confused, like, oh, I can see they're critical of themselves, why they get to align with all my love and the love reflection is not working for them, like, what is happening? No. The part of themselves that is in alignment to receive your love is the part of them that loves themselves. Maybe they're super proud for something in their life, and that's what get them in alignment to receive your love. But they are also receiving their reflections from other places. We cannot fake energy. So if you feel you are being the best, doing the best, and you're like, I am absolutely doing everything that I can, and you still aren't receiving what you want, it's because there is a certain area of your life that you are treating yourself that way. So it's time, my loves, it's time that we stop playing this victim game, that we stop just blaming the other person, that we break this cycle of gathering and talking bad about our partners as if there's no solution, and then perpetuating this false cycle of, oh, all men are the same and all men are bad, or whatever it is. Like, it's time that we fully understand the sole purpose of relationships and what each person is reflecting back to us, so that we can take full responsibility and be in alignment to receive all the beautiful things that we get to receive. It's time that we empower ourselves with truth. It's time that we learn how to be loved like a queen, how to receive love, how to align with love and make our manifestation vision boards real. So join me on April 8th for my free relationship masterclass so that we can be aligned with love.